I gotta tweet
You
the
got to
link.
tweet.
Say hi, Oki and Elliot, while I tweet this damn link.
Hello.
Hello, audience.
Not
So
me, I
happy to
guess.
see everybody.
I think I forgot to do it. I think I typed it out and then I closed the browser. Or did
I
I
don't
tweet
know
it?
why
Fuck
he.
myself.
I don't know why he snubbed you like that. I really don't.
Lore. Wait,
The
hold
better
on.
I got.
Alright. Accidentally started playing some Minecraft. Lore Club with Oki. It's D&D time, baby. Alright, and I could have done all... The crazy thing is I could have done all of this before we went live.
You could have.
The crazy
But
thing is I didn't have to do any of this. None of this had to be the way that it is. But we're locked in now. Welcome to Lore Club, everybody. We're getting back on track where we were last week, where we had a whole lot of stuff happen in terms of interesting things. So first up, I want to... yep, Zeke, what up? What up, Grazi? First thing I
Hello.
want to say, last week, if we want to just do a quick overview... We raided the bowl, and I'd say it went pretty good. I'd say it went pretty good. How do you guys feel about last week?
I was happy with it.
well,
Yeah, quick recap here.
We're
Last
making
week,
ripples.
the
in this
plan
earth.
was basically, hey, we were on this caravan, we found the rebels, screw the caravan, we're riding with the rebels to crack this place open and overthrow the president. You guys were able to go through the northern pass. You guys saw some stuff. You saw a moss pig with a bronze dagger that you kind of drove by. Guys made it to the bowl at night, went over the side. They did not see the attack coming. President Jumpai was meeting with Nokomis. Nokomis challenged Void to combat. You guys went a few rounds. During it, Jumpai made a play to try to kill Think Best because Nokomis was kind of not letting that come to a head until she sorted it out with Void. Void forfeited while a fight broke out between Jump High and Think Best. Jump High essentially decides his best chance is to make a break for it, reduces himself, throws a flashbang in the room, essentially, magically speaking, and runs to the door. You guys chase him all the way to the edge of the bowl where he was trying to jump off and escape, where he was apprehended. You guys then turned him over to President Throfar, who took the about a 2-foot tall President Jump High and sort of tossed him ankle overhead as high as he can into the air. And he came tumbling down about 100 feet in a free fall to his death. And President Jump High, the president-elect of the Bowl Kings, has been now killed. This has officially been overthrown. And we are seeing what is happening when President Throfar is taking control. Was that basically it, or did I miss anything from there? Right now, you guys are at the edge of the bowl. Nokomis is still here. Nokomis is currently at Bowl Throne, and you guys are walking back. Do you guys have anything else to add, or should we just jump
That
in
was
from there?
our. When we gave him up to Throfar, that was our one request for him. Unless I think somebody else. had something.
You asked him. The request is that tell Nokomis to leave immediately, right?
Yeah, deny her the tribe friend status.
yeah.
All right, let's jump back into it here. You guys have just dispatched of President Jump High. And we will go back here. As you guys are coming back, the fighting now has been subdued. The last of the Bowl Knights have been apprehended. They are looking at you and Jump High as you guys walk back. Jump High walks forward with his arm raised, and he says, "The bowl is ours!" And every one of his soldiers starts going crazy. They're woo, woo, woo. You can see these guys here have been placed on their knees. They have been placed as prisoners of war, and they are currently just with their head bowed, looking at the ground, trembling.
I give a tepid golf clap.
Yeah.
Jump High, or Throfar, what do you want us to do with these prisoners? And he kind of laughs. Well, I don't really care what happens to those who go against me. You, Quenched, tell me. You guys have a lot of ideas about how a society is run. Tell me, what do I do with these prisoners of war?
Eh,
Um,
eh.
what did you expect them to do to you if they won?
Well, if they won, I expect every single one of these guys to kill me. I expect they would probably kill me if this was reversed. I don't know about you, but I think that's what they would do to me.
I'm gonna look to the others. Do we want to get too deeply involved in
No,
this?
no, really. No.
Yeah, I think this is all
Like we're
your
about to head
guys'
out.
thing. Yeah, this is your guys' thing.
Oh, all right. Don't hear a lot of that. I guess you're not really squeamish, Jubal, and you see Jump High start walking over here. I'll do the first one. And he takes a small blade and he just goes ahead and slits the guy's throat. Now, I hope
Yay.
the quenched. I hope you guys are going to be good allies for us.
Think about it.
Seeing as you guys have done all this and made this all possible for us, I'm hoping really we can work in lockstep in the next generations.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
We scratch your back, you scratch ours in the future.
And they're going to kill all these guys. These guys are all going to step forward, and they're going to
Not our
start chopping
problem.
all these guys.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
my
like
business.
it, but it's really just none of my
Yeah.
business.
It's,
Would you rather
I
there
guess,
be democracy, Okie?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is how democracy is run.
This is
Yeah.
this is what democracy looks like.
Democracy in
Alright.
action.
He's going to go ahead and wash his hands of it. And he goes, all right, let's go ahead and go back and take my castle. And he's going to keep on walking. A few are kind of following him along now, like Tiger Woods style. Do you guys know that reference? When Tiger Woods was really hot and he was doing good at golf, there would be like 200 guys following him as he would walk from like course to course. He's kind of got that effect now where people are really just throwing everything behind throw far. You're hearing throw far, throw far, throw far as you guys move back to the bull throne here.
Roughly how many people do you think like he killed, like took out with this?
I'd say they probably had like a fighting force of around 100 to 120. Probably had like a civilian population of like 700, 800, 900. I'd say probably 200 people have died. Probably not 200. I'd say probably about 150 people have died. Probably most of them soldiers.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have to take a couple beats to recover from this.
All right, let me clean up this page here. This guy's here. You guys are all here. Throfar's here. We'll have Think Best and Nokomis over here. All right. Throfar pushes. Whoops. There we go. Throfar kicks the door open and leads us, god damn it, back into Bull Throne. As you guys walk in, nothing has really changed. You still see Nokomis sitting there with her arms crossed, looking very sternly at a Think Best, or not a Think Best. Yeah, that's Think Best. At Think Best, who is currently just basically, it appears as you guys walk in, he has a very begging body language. Kicks open the door, and we see President Throfar point at her. Are you Nokomis? She goes, yes. Brother Jubal says you gotta leave, so I'm in charge now. I'm the president. I hate to tell you this way, hate to start it off this way, but you gotta make promises to get president. Nokomis, you gotta go. And Think Best looks kind of shocked at this when you say that. Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna have her go. I mean, he's gonna run over here, and he's gonna whisper.
I'm positioning myself like right behind Throfar.
All right, yeah, like right there.
Yeah,
He's trying to like get it.
I'm just smiling and got my arms kind of crossed and looking.
Can we just wait?
Pleased with myself.
Can we just wait for the day? We kind of have an issue that she could kind of help with right now. He whispers something into Think Best's Throfar's ear. Are you trying to eavesdrop?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you give me a perception check?
I will.
You're not
19.
able to hear most of it, but you're able to hear very clearly. We got the salamander to the north. I don't know. We don't have the numbers to deal with that right now. Ah, fuck! Throw fars. Fuck! Fuck! God damn it! Fuck! That'll fuck this whole thing up. Ah, all right. He looks at Brother Jubal. You got to go kill the salamander now if this guy's got to go.
Salamander?
Give me a nature check.
What's a salamander?
See what you guys know before I have him answer. Brother Jubal, you know what they are because they're vaguely associated with the moon through Cardis. Salamanders are violent beings of fire that live in very hot areas. They live openly in the desert very rarely, but they take huge swaths of territory. So if anything comes near it, eventually they will attack it. So a salamander is a very large, like 8-9 foot tall, basically like fire lizard.
So now our support is conditional on if we have to defeat this salamander for you.
That's a big ask for me. Apparently this paladin was going to take care of it. So, you know what? I say you don't want her to be tribe friend. Don't tell me why, that's fine. But I need somebody to take care of that salamander because I ride 10 guys up there. I lose 5 of them. We're fucked even more than before. Hell, the Wick Wings could fuck us up then.
Let me confer with my companion. I kind of huddle up with the jolly good fellows. And, what do we think? Do we want to? We've done a lot for them already. Do we think it's this worth it to butt Nokomis out of this tribe?
It sounds like a pain in the ass.
I mean, it was your biggest issue. You were the one. I mean, I fought her, but you're the one that really doesn't like her.
I don't trust her. This whole mission we've been on is to kind of.
She could be your soulmate. You don't even consider that?
No, I haven't considered that. I'm continuing to not consider it because it's
I have not.
ridiculous on its face.
I did not consider that she could be Brother Jabal's soulmate either.
She'd be Zuma's soulmate.
I
Be
know.
Void's soulmate.
They're soulmates for me.
We should all start fighting with each other over her.
All I know, no, I don't think we should. I think we need to be cohesive.
I kind of want to move the fuck on out of here.
Me too.
I'm got like 4
that's my
HP.
confusion. Well, I don't think we have to necessarily go immediately. Maybe we can get a time frame for this, but Nokomis.
Yeah,
is
you wouldn't have to
probably
go
going
immediately.
Race toward.
I mean, it is made of fire, right? So it could be like related to the Soulfire Forge, maybe.
If we
Kinda
give up, we've done a
just-
lot to kind of position ourselves with the Bull Kings. If we kind of give up now, I don't know. It's up to you. I have no preference right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I vote we do
I
it.
would vote for us to do it. I think.
Well,
I think in general.
I think we should do it.
We've already kind of put a lot of eggs in this basket. I don't know.
Maybe we should like do it tomorrow though.
Yeah,
Like
we're not.
Yeah, you guys have been riding pretty hot for about the last 18 hours of your
I don't
life.
have any spells either.
I go where you go. So
All right. Let's just let's tell them that we're gonna do it tomorrow, and we'll do it.
for some R&R.
We'll deal with this salamander, President Throfar. You don't need this paladin, quote unquote, in your midst, solving your problems for you. You have an ally with the quench now.
Ha! Well, that's one ally down. Looks like the Bull Kings will be back on top before you know it. You know, Jump High really slowed us down, but I really do think the Bull Kings really do have the vision to be the preeminent authority in the Parongar Valley. I'm glad to have the Quenched on board. And
Could we
Paladin, you can go ahead and get the fuck out of here. We got our new buddies, the Quenched, here.
Just giving her like the bye-bye, like hand signal.
Who's the closest to the door out of your party?
I think Boyd and Zuma are probably like equally.
She's
Yeah.
going to start walking out begrudgingly,
Be right back.
and she is going to bump up next to Zuma. And she is going to lean in and look at Zuma and Void and go, you really hate these Bull Kings, don't you?
Huh? I had no idea what you're talking about. This is all for democracy.
You know their lake can be drained. And then she's just going to walk away.
That is good to know.
Void has no reaction. He's just stoic.
All right. We will throw it here for there. You guys do a long rest, I imagine. We can kind of go away from piece by piece real quick and kind of just do more generically in town here.
I wanted to send out a messenger to God, what's his name again? Your
Tolarak?
boss, Void. Yeah, Tolarak. Wanted to get him out here if possible.
Oh, you want Tolarak to come?
I think he probably should, so we can just get like a messenger and kind of talk about what we've learned and what we need.
All right, the Bull
Yeah.
Kings will send a messenger. I'm sure that was a very common job. Somebody could do it at this
Yeah.
time. There's no.
Do we want
ponies.
Tolrak to come to the bowl?
I think so.
I
do
think
you
it
think?
might be good because then Tolrak can also build relations with the Bull Kings in Throfar.
He can start the
If you could-
diplomatic
This is not.
process.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, we're pretty good diplomats. I see. It seems, even though we just destroy so much shit. But
Void, if you could type out what you want the message to say. That was the message that will be sent.
Yeah, you communicate with Tolarak, I think would be best.
You
yeah,
gotta
it'll
gotta
be
get
simple.
You gotta get your tablet out. You gotta get your your wet
Yeah,
clay.
rode upon the
Chisel.
bull with the Bull Kings. What was the guy that he literally threw off the cliff again?
Jump high.
Jump high, jump high, dead. Throfar now in power. Hopes for trade relations and alliance with the Quenched. Found progress on you know what.
Yeah,
We'll keep it vague.
All right. So they're gonna send that out. I would say if we look at the world map, it's not too far. I'd say it'll
Mirage
probably be a
Ball
little
far
bit
with
more than a day before somebody gets there, but I just switched it over
Is
real
it
quick.
possible for Zuma to send Mirage that far with messages? Is that allowed?
I mean, I could.
I mean,
Might
I think
be
that
kinda-
would be
it might be
allowed.
the
He's
best
he is
security.
a beast master.
He doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense. He's not like a familiar. Doesn't have a range or anything.
Yeah, I can like send him out.
All
I'd
right,
imagine
you gonna have
walking.
the vulture carry the message.
Yeah, I want to have Mirage carry the message out, and then I'm gonna estimate the time, and then I'm just gonna resummon him so he doesn't have to fly back.
Ooh. All right, yeah,
That's
in about 4 hours from now, while you guys are all resting, I imagine you guys are doing a long rest.
Yeah, I
Everybody's pretty
already
messed
long
up.
rested. Goddamn, I
About 4
recovered a
hours
lot.
from now, you see the vulture is swooping in over the Matreyu River and sees Tolarak is on top of the Tribunal Council building, and he is shirtless and holding a sword, and he is painting himself shirtless. That's all you see, and then from the vulture's eyes, you see him gasp, and drop a paintbrush and a sword at the same time, and run downstairs.
I love Tolarak, man.
He's pretty cool.
And
He's like the hero.
He's like Void views him as like obviously his chieftain, but he's also like his little brother to Void. Like Void is his big bro.
all right, so Nokomis has gone and left out of the town here. Throfar has taken power. Everything else, you're noticing that as you guys get like they're letting you stay in rooms in the castle. They're letting you guys kind of have your free reign of food and water and all that stuff, yada yada yada. In terms of what you see within like the Bowl Kings itself is it's stuff is torn down. There's stuff, the fires are still raging slightly. The top of the city, a good part of like the market area, got really had dealt with a lot of the fighting and a lot of loss. It's very sad and kind of grim outlook amongst the Bowl Kings population right now, as you guys are interacting about. It was around 9 o'clock in the morning. You guys do about 8 hours of resting. It would be about 5 o'clock in the evening where you guys would be full up and ready to go again. What are your thoughts? What are you guys thinking right now of what to do?
Sorry, I'm just preparing my spells right now.
I mean, we could go take care of that salamander thing.
We probably should.
I mean, we did say we were going to do it.
Do we
What
want
else?
to look up anything about it? See, like, talk to people, see if they know anything in particular about it that we can maybe exploit?
Yeah. And like maybe like I don't know. We probably shouldn't leave it at night. Just like peruse the town and talk to people, see if they know anything else, have more details.
Yeah, maybe we could find like a tavern where the locals hang, because I doubt there's a lot of scholars amongst the Bull Kings. If anyone knows anything, they're
Yeah.
probably going to be in a place of debauchery.
Yeah.
You don't think the Bowl Kings can be scholars?
No, I don't think they're that type. I think they're a rambunctious crew.
I want to ask about him, Talkwell, too. I want to ask if, like, what people know about him.
Are you guys looking to go where? Are you like looking to talk to people you've already met, like Throfar and Think Best? Or are you looking to like kind of mingle with people?
I think I would ask Throfar about Talkwell,
Oh.
but others can maybe look up about the salamander.
Yeah,
We
just
might be able to exploit.
Throfar about Talkwell. You know, Talkwell was probably one of the most liked Bowl Kings. Kind of everybody on both sides, regardless of, what they wanted to do about expansion versus taxation and tariffs, encroachment or dominion or whatever like that. He usually got along with everybody. Kind of always ended up on top. To be honest, if he was here, I wasn't planning on killing him. Maybe he left because he thought I was going to kill him. But, he's always has his own kind of plan going on.
You think he'll be back?
Oh, he'll show up again. I mean, what else is he going to do? I don't know if the guy has any hobbies. He's just constantly around Pronger Valley. We don't even tell him to go out and talk to people. He goes out alone and just meets people and says, I'm the ambassador.
Is the military unit he was with, or is that his unit ostensibly? That like he was in command of that general then?
He was tight with Drinkmore, and Drinkmore kind of did whatever he said. So that was Drinkmore's unit he had down by the Wickwings.
Okay.
But that was the main fighting force of, the Bull Kings. I guess once there was the split, they panicked and they wanted to show strength, so they had to go ahead and try to flex on the Wickwings. I guess it didn't work out for them.
Sure. All right. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
And then who was asking about the salamander?
yeah, I'll probably do some general carousing, trying to figure out if anybody has any information about the salamander thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear. The bowl itself is incredibly stratified based on what you want to do. The residential areas will have like nothing for sale, nothing to get you to even come over there. Then there's the military areas where you just see guys fighting all the time. You see the Champions Club, where that's basically the only like recreational kind of drinking party area at all. Money Home is where the merchants and and all of the sales, any kind of market will be. And then Wiseholme is where like druids and wizards that are affiliated with the Bull Kings are.
My two inclinations are if the Champions Club is where like adventurers or people who are like hunters or people who go out into the world hang out might know, and then also the druids might have some information about salamanders.
Yeah, probably check those out. That sounds good.
We could split up if you want. I could go talk with the druids if you want to go to the Champion Club.
Yeah, I'll head to the bar. I like to drink.
I'll do Zuma first in the bar there. Zuma, you walk towards the Champions Club. It's the only tavern in the bowl. The Champion Club is a glamorous spot for those of high prestige in Bull King's society. As you walk into this tavern, it's a very small tavern with a very long bar meant to serve as many people as possible. And the only real furniture is a large fighting pit in the center of the building that is currently empty at around 5 o'clock. The bar seems to be really, really sparse. There's a few soldiers, a few victorious rebels who appear to be pouring themselves drinks. And then you see a terrified-looking bartender in an elaborate robe in the corner. This man right here is the bartender right there.
He'll go and talk to that bartender. Hello.
Yes, drinks are free. You are not paying anybody. Glory to the rebels. Glory to President Throfar.
Yes, glory for democracy, right?
Democracy, yes. The best man, may the best man win. That's what we say in the Bull. May the best man win.
May the best man win.
You're a rebel, right? You're a rebel because, if you're a traveler or something like, it might not be the best time to be in the Bull. You might want to just be on your toes right now.
Yeah, I'm one of those rebels. I helped break in.
Oh, okay, yeah. Could you maybe, if you're, if some of the rebels are just kind of taking stuff for free. If I'm a little.
Probably more.
Yeah.
I can pay you.
Oh, you could. Oh, I don't want to force you. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happened. I just don't know what the rules are. I guess is now that Throfar's in charge. I guess I just don't know what the rules are.
I don't know. I just like walk around and say "for democracy" really loudly, and people just seem to cheer, and that works for me so far.
I'm gonna follow your plan. Well, what's your name?
Zuma from the Quenched.
Oh, I'm Essimo. I'm a Bull King here.
Essimo.
Yeah, Essimo.
Essimo. Got it. Just repeating it for clarity's sake.
For clarity, and you're Zuma. It's nice to meet you, Zuma. What can I get you a drink?
Yeah, that'd be great. What do you got?
I got grog here.
I'll take a grog.
If you got a little bit more coin on you, I have an ale here.
I will give you a gold piece here.
And no questions asked. There you go. You're drinking a gold piece. He's gonna bite it. He's gonna act like he's never been there before. He's doing all the work.
All right. So, brother,
puts it in his underwear instead of his pocket.
I got a mission, from new President Throfar, and he wants us to go kill this thing called a salamander up north.
Oh, you're going to kill the salamander? Oh, thank God. You by yourself? No offense, you by yourself?
I mean, it's going to be just me. I'm a hero,
Oh, okay.
And, helped you guys break in and kill the old president.
Well, yeah.
And I was just wondering if you knew anything about salamanders, because I'm pretty not knowledgeable in that area, even though I am quite good at out in the wilderness. I've heard it's a fiery thing.
Oh yeah, the thing about fighting a salamander is people see them and they don't look super strong. They don't look like they're gonna hit real hard, but they burn your skin around you if you even stand around them. It's just constant burning. We used to have tales of our old heroes who fought the salamanders. they would drench themselves in water and head to toe before fighting, or they would cover themselves in a wax that was resistant to heat or something like that. You know, they say if you cut open the prickly pear and pour on some of the cactuses around here, that it works as a fire resistant chemical. But we don't really get a lot of chance to try that around here.
Yeah, so you're saying that you haven't fought one, but you're saying if I do fight it by myself, like I'm proposing, that I should just cover myself in water or some kind of flame retardant.
Oh yeah, do something about the constant burning, because really it's the fire that ends up getting people. You know, whenever people will fight the salamander, and salamanders are very territorial. So if they kill you, they'll they'll push your corpse all the way out of their territory. They'll fling your corpse all the way out of your territory. And I've never seen a salamander corpse, dead from getting slashed up, or it's always just burnt to a crisp.
Bent
If
to
you're
crisp,
going up
got it.
there, you got to find yourself something. Maybe talk to the druids. Maybe talk to
Yeah,
the druids. They'd have something. But fire's the main thing you got to worry about.
heard. And goes that. It's pretty cool that you told me all that stuff. I'm gonna finish my beverage in silence now, and you can go back to cowering in the corner.
Well, let me give
And
you a hint real quick. Let me give you a tip.
no,
No? All
What?
right. Well, it's good seeing you.
I was just joking, mate.
uh, uh, you may have helped the rebels, but you're still not a bowl king. Be careful when you
Yeah.
try to leave the bowl. They might try to shake you down.
Oh, I
This
got
happens
that.
every time there's either a civil war or a culling. The shakedowns start right after. So be on your toes.
Be on the toes. You seem pretty bright.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Like you just run this establishment.
Oh, yeah. Here, check this out. And he's going to pull his foot up, and he's got perfectly flat feet. Just perfectly block-like Lego feet. He goes, yeah, they wouldn't let me, you can't ride a horse with that. They don't want to let me be a foot soldier, so, hey, I'm a bartender. It's fine. I get to sleep in a thatched hut. It's not all great, but, really, I'm the only guy here who doesn't have to worry about dying.
I mean, that's actually, there's a lot of dead bowl kings out there.
They kind
I
of
feel you.
They kind of treat me like a pussy, though.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of are, but
Right,
it's
but I just
okay.
kind of take it because really,
Yeah, you
Like-
have no risk if you have no fear of death in that
like
case,
60 guys just died, I was
Yeah.
I was asleep the whole time.
I killed a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I wouldn't want to be that salamander right now. I tell you what.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna get that Sally. All right, well, I'm gonna head out now. I'm gonna go find my friends.
All right. Well, let me give you another beer for the road here. You're a good person.
All right, can I have 2 for the road?
Yeah, you can have 3.
All right, I'll take all 3. Thank you very much. And I'll just take my 3 beers and I'll leave.
All right. Let's cut to Brother Jubal and Void. Are you guys together? Or are you guys doing one by ones?
You're going to the druids, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll join you. I've been like keeping I took a bedroom in the palace kind of immediately. I've been just kind of hanging around Throfar, trying to make myself look like an actual presence within their society. But when I hear Void is going to speak to the druids, I'll come with him.
All right. All right. As you guys walk up to Wise Home, you see a part in the center of the bowl, the lowest point in the bowl. You can see in the center here, it gets a little bit marshy. You can see that water kind of pools here in the center. And over it all is a large tent covering a raised wooden platform where these kind of school grounds exist, almost like this large circus tent style setup. And you see that currently there is only one woman that is in this large building. She is standing over a small shrine of trickling water. And she is closing her eyes in a meditation style as you guys see her.
I'll join her in silent meditation for a moment.
Void, what do you do?
I'm going to stand in kind of the back, silent, just waiting Don't want to intrude too much.
Let's see, have her do a religion.
We'll keep this going for the next 2 to 3 hours, I think, and just silent, peaceful meditation before I finally get impatient. To speak
But
to her.
after about 30 minutes, she turns and breaks her meditation and regards you, almost like she's seeing you kind of for the first time. Kind of looks at you up and down. One of the first men?
Indeed.
So a pleasure to meet you, she says in Druidic.
You're not amongst our order?
No. Unfortunately, I am still a Bull King. My name is Waterseeker Think Good.
Water Seeker Think Good. It is a pleasure to meet someone of your stature within this place. Let's allow my companion Void to be part of our conversation as I start speaking in Prongan.
Void, it's a pleasure to meet you. I take it you were with the rebels. You don't look like Bull Kings, though.
We are the Quenched.
That's kind of interesting. I wouldn't have expect agents. Are you representatives of the Quenched, or are you merely adventurers from their tribe?
We're a traveling band.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure that has a story in and of itself.
Would
But
you care for a song?
a song. What
Have you heard of that? Have you heard of a song?
No. What is a song?
Void just looks at Jabal and he starts playing a beat on the drum.
Yeah, well, we'll give her a taste. You know, we're missing our what is Zuma's instrument? I forget.
Yeah, it's some kind of like shitty banjo.
Yeah,
Okay.
the drums and the
proto-lute.
whistle. I think the drums are. Hold on. Okay, so Void starts up playing the drums,
I got the bone flute.
and if you both could roll performance checks for me.
Oh yeah. It's the music of our people.
All right.
I'm gonna have to find more.
Pretty
we need new
good
ones.
performance, especially the drums. Really, as you guys are playing, I'm sure Brother Jubal is very much observing himself being observed.
I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of figure, like a
Yeah,
producer. I'm less of like audible talent.
This your whole
but-
thing. This whole band was your idea.
Yeah, but I'm more like
Rick
consolidating
Rubin, yeah.
your talent. Yeah, I'm here for your talent. I'm just here to support.
You're Rick
it, but-
Rubin.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm a
find the
background
primitives, the
support.
Bronze Age Beatles.
Exactly.
As you are watching Waterseeker Think Good watch your performance, you see her look over at Void's drums and go, and then you see her look over at the flute and do a head shake no very clearly. I think some elements of that worked, but I guess what I don't understand is what it's for.
Yeah, it's for the soul.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, I can see how that would work. But I'm sure you guys didn't come here to play your songs or some isolated druid. What can I do for you?
No, we're here for to further.
What can you tell us
assist-
about salamanders?
Yes. We got to the point. Yes.
Oh, salamanders. I guess you're going to be helping us with that problem up north. Well,
Yes.
salamanders only get bigger and bigger, and the larger a salamander gets, the larger what he deems his territory to be. And I think it just now seems that to this salamander in Salt Valley to the north that we are on the edge of his territory. So occasionally we've had instances of caravans, merchants, miners going up north, hunters going up north, being attacked by this salamander, I would say that you would need to protect yourself against the constant fire that it evokes. I may have something here. She starts rooting through her stuff. I have a small condensed balm that will be able to prevent a good amount of the flame from actually reaching your skin. You'll be quite hot, but there will be no permanent damage. Unfortunately, I only have 2 of these. And it appeared, well, I guess there's only 2 of you.
We yes, we do have a third that's not currently with us, but that should work fine. I have if it's fire we're dealing with, I have another one of our teachings that might assist. I don't know if our teachings are similar, as you're not a member of the First Men, but probably some
No.
translation.
And you would find a lot of our practices to be a bit rudimentary. A lot of our leadership doesn't want us to capitulate to the First Men and be influenced
disagree?
by them. Well, I think the Bull Kings have experienced a lot of instability lately. And
You think the
they
First Men could help?
I think
kind of sweatily desperate.
I think somebody more academically minded could be very beneficial to the Bull Kings.
I absolutely agree. I honestly, you're the first person I've spoken to here that, like, I could trust, I think.
Well, you give your trust very quickly, but I hope I don't fail you in that regard. Now, let me ask you, you just helped President Throfar. You say you don't trust him?
I'm just going to smile and nod.
I understand.
Not give any capitulation or not going to voice anything.
I would say that your best bet when it comes to facing the salamander would be that it's raining. But I know you might be on the time crunch and just don't have the patience to wait for that rare occurrence out here to happen. But I think your best bet is to cover yourself in as much of that as possible, to choose whoever can deal the brunt of the salamander's damage, and whoever does not take it should try to stay as far away from the beast as they can.
Yeah.
Our companion uses ranged attacks.
He better be fast. At this point, what are you guys kind of looking for here? Water Seeker, think good, doesn't really have any kind of other stuff other than that.
No, I think that's more than enough. Thank you. Thank you for your assistance, Water Seeker.
And
If you ever tire of the bowl, the First Men would always be willing to have someone of your stature amongst their ranks.
well, perhaps if you talk to Throfar again, maybe you can convince him to allow me maybe a year at Hellenace. That might be the beginning of that.
That will be my next request.
All right. Is everybody all healed up? Did everybody change on their tokens? I think everybody looks good.
I'm good. Void is just
Yeah.
gonna like give her like
Avoid. Get him inspiration for the music.
Oh, yeah.
It's my musician's trait. I get it too.
he gives her like a thankful bow before they like depart.
All right.
All right.
meet
What's
up
the
with
next
Zuma?
step?
Meet up. I got us some ale.
I don't drink. Thank you, though.
Right, it's 2 for me then. Void.
Void just drinks it in one gulp.
Hell yeah. Yes, the void I know. All right, you want to like
I haven't drank alcohol in any of the places we've been in. I feel like you could have grabbed me a mocktail of some sort.
I'm sorry about that. I
Some
wasn't thinking. I also,
Bronze Age cola.
yeah, I'm also like pretty sure
Or
that they
OJ.
they don't know how to make that here.
That's fair.
Well, I bet
Yeah.
the carp have some nice drinks.
Well, yeah, talk to that bartender and said
They
it's
got a
some fire.
tiki bar down
How
there
do
on the
they-
beach.
They drink?
I don't know. Maybe
It seems so.
they drink like fishes down there.
Wouldn't you just get everywhere?
They drink salt water. They drink seawater.
All right. I'm willing to head out unless we wanted to wait for Tolarak.
He'll come here. He kind of moves at
He'll
his
probably
own,
he'll
beat of
probably
his own
be here
drum.
when we get back. Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
it might take him a month. He might be here tomorrow. We don't know with his ass.
Jesus. Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, let's get to it.
All right. Heading
I'm gonna
out
go
of
to
the
the
town.
We'll
town
show
real quick.
Zuma
I'll be right back.
the like balm or resin or whatever she gave us. Nat, did you find out anything?
I'll just share the basically no, but what we could have assumed that we need to fireproof ourselves.
Yeah, it's a potion of fire protection. I just have to find.
I
the
mean, if we
exact-
also get some prickly pears, we might be able to use that for some extra.
Yeah, that sounded like not a foolproof. Bartender guy said that they don't really get an opportunity to test that out too much, but I guess if we come across it, might as well try it out.
Yeah, I don't know how to. It doesn't have the potion of fire resistance on here, but basically, you guys have 2 potions of fire resistance.
Okie dokie.
All right, you guys are waiting for Oki to get back. Is there anything else you guys want to do in town before you head out? You guys are going to be heading out in like around 5 o'clock. It's probably like 2-hour journey north.
I think we're fine unless we wanted to play a show or something.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to do.
I'm back.
So, enough Jubal has anything.
Yeah, you got anything else to do
Before we head
here?
out.
No, I had nothing else.
All right, back to the world map here. Zooming in. All right, in terms of heading out, the Salt Valley is right here. You guys are going to north right here. All right. So
Mhm.
you can either head out through the back of the Bull Throne, or you can go all the way around the sides, go through the front gates.
We go out to the back, probably where we're
Yeah.
like staying, right?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d20 for weather. 1 is the hottest, and 20 is it's raining. Right down
20.
the middle. It's pretty damn hot as you guys venture
Overcast,
out into
but
the
hot.
bowl. It's 5 o'clock. It is muggy. It is hot. This is not an area known for its humidity, and you feel every goddamn degree. Void, I don't know how blue skin tans, but everybody's getting a little bit right. All right, as you guys head off, what is your general marching order? You are walking over some hills that you guys were before, and then it is just basically open desert. You guys can see really far in front of you. These are sand dunes that kind of go up and down, up and down. So while you can see pretty far in the distance, a lot of it will be behind ridges and behind things like that. Are you guys just marching through the desert, just one behind the other?
I probably have Zuma probably takes point of I don't know, good like 30 feet in front of everybody and has Mirage like scouting overhead constantly.
I'll
Like-
keep
Yeah.
the middle.
Go ahead and give me a perception check there for Mirage.
I fuck
Or
it
does
up.
she go off your stuff?
Jubal just walking behind Void in his shadow.
Yes.
I don't know.
We're just walking wherever his shadow is in the sun.
I think we have the same perceptions. I'll just roll mine.
Yeah, just roll
Yeah, we
yours.
Yeah, we do.
13th clone. The map was drawn by Titus.
Oh yeah, the map's so sick.
You give him a zoom out. Give him a zoom out of the map.
Yeah, give him a
let me
zoom out.
do. Look at all this stuff here. We haven't even got over here. We haven't even got over here. We haven't got to the Porous Plateau. We don't know what these guys are doing. We don't know what that is. Man, we don't know what that is, man. We got all this stuff still to go. Yeah, but this was Titus. Titus keeps changing his stuff on social media, so I don't even know how to tell you. But I'll have it somewhere I'll put it in the Twitch channel later.
Yeah, the explain doc. Put it in there.
Yeah. All right, as you guys are going off, Zuma, you're able to see that essentially kind of this massive thing is really hiding pretty effectively, and you were only able to see it from the vantage point of Mirage. As you see this large lizard like being tucked into
I
this
would,
underneath this large skull. It is sort of
I
just
would like
sunbathing right there in the distance and doesn't notice you guys.
I would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
Pass without trace on all of us.
Sounds good. All right, there's
Yeah,
Mirage
you
for
doing
you.
all of it.
I am unpausing it. Currently, you guys are not being observed. Everybody gets a +10 to stealth checks. I'm not even going to have you bother doing a stealth check till you get closer, and then I'll give you guys that +10.
Yeah, for like the next hour.
Okay.
You know, you.
So you
alright.
guys are leaving no tracks. You guys are just walking in the sand, and it is pulling up, and there's no trace.
Sick. I think that Void and I should probably apply the heat resistant crap ointment.
Yeah, the fire resistant. So those will last an hour.
With
Alright.
my druid training, I can create water at will. So I think I'll be using that for myself if it comes to it.
Zuma and Void just like cheers the little potion bottles down the hatch.
Can you tell me
In
real
fact-
quick, Brother Jabal, what it looks like when you cast Pass Without Trace?
I think I liked what you said. Like, I think it's a very subtle spell, and like, it just comes like super quiet around us, and yeah,
It would be really annoying if Pass Without Trace was a really loud, flashy spell.
it's just like a like the
Flashbang.
colors around us kind of become muted. The sands, like you're just noticing like suction around your footsteps, so like there's no footprint or anything. Yeah.
Walk without rhythm. We're like the fucking Fremen right now, out in the desert.
And this
I think-
salamander, you can see it is breathing. You can see it moving slowly. Mirage, from Mirage's point of view, you could very clearly make out that it appeared to be like sleeping and or sunbathing and or avoiding the sun.
I think I'll wait to cast create or destroy water until like we're in it.
All right, you
Yeah, we
guys
should
have
go.
I have it unpaused. I got free movement for you guys now. Let me know what you guys are going to do and how you want to approach this. It is around 7:30. The sun is just starting to set. You probably got like another 20, 30 minutes of daylight.
All right. I think we should sneak up on it and then kill it really quick.
I will I'm gonna hide behind this I can't move on this map.
You can't move?
Oh, maybe it was just lagging.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind this
How's my stream? Is it lagging? I think I'm doing good.
no, I think it's just my connection to the server. I'm gonna hide behind these ribs here.
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check for now. And you get a +10 to it.
I found the potion.
Oh, you did? Is it in the compendium files?
Yeah, it's under items and then potion.
Oh, shit. Okay, this is the...
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, so Zuma, inventory...
I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right, I'll throw it on voids just so we can see it.
And usability. Sick.
All right. Okay, you are hiding in there, Brother Jabal. Pretty sneaky. You feel pretty good about it. You almost bury your feet and get yourself kind of submerged into the sand as like camouflage, I imagine.
Yeah.
All right,
Skull.
Void, what are you doing? I will
I
say
just
this,
found
Void, you have a +10 to stealth, but you are wearing heavy armor, so if you get really close, that is disadvantage on a stealth check.
Zuma, could you sneak around it and maybe distract it?
Yeah, I'll sneak around it first. Go do.
All right, roll me a stealth check. Does Skulker give you advantage or anything?
I don't know.
I think
Where's my
Skulker
feature?
just makes it also easier to hide during combat, right?
It says, yeah, I get advantage as hide action during combat.
I will say this is
Wonder if
not
water
combat,
also
but
hurts it.
go ahead and
Yeah,
roll
I mean,
a
I
stealth check with the +10. I really doubt you're going to wake this guy
doubt it.
up.
Normal 36.
Yeah, you're good.
I have expertise in stealth. So.
Yeah, you're
Void's gonna-
gliding along. You're not making a noise. Molecules are not moving as you go by them.
Yeah, I'm like the Flash.
Is he sneaky or quick?
He just doesn't. He can. I don't know. It just vibrates too much.
He's technically sneaky 'cause I think-
so quick.
He goes so fast, no one sees him.
That's true. All right, Void, are you making a move in? Because Zuma hasn't distracted him or anything. He's just asleep. So you would just be rolling. You have a +10 to it. You have a +10 with disadvantage. So I don't know mathematically how that ends up.
Yeah.
Close to a +6.
Yeah, I still think it's not mathematically a bad roll, but it changes the formula.
Yeah.
So I roll a 1d20 +10 with a disadvantage.
Yes, sir. Well, just roll your stealth with disadvantage, and we'll add a 10 to it from Pass Without Trace.
19.
All right, yeah, 19. Yeah, I am going to go ahead and do this with disadvantage. And you guys have snuck in. Zuma, you're like 10 feet away. Void, you're like 10 feet away. You're within striking range now. It is still sleeping, the salamander. You can feel the heat. Void, you can feel the heat, actually. I don't think... Yeah, you're not within range yet. But you can tell, but basically within 5 feet of this fucker, there is a fire aura. There is just actual flames that... You know, Void, if you go into attack that you will be touching the flames a little bit.
I'm gonna message Void with the message cantrip. I'm going to tell him, give me the word, like with it through this spell, and I will. I'll start the fairy fire before you go in for the attack, so you get a good chance.
All right, so the order of operations is you're going to fairy fighter, Void attacks. Zuma, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna kill it.
If he's
All right.
asleep, do we get an advantage on him?
Yeah.
Probably.
I guess you'd get advantage anyway.
All right, so yeah, we don't even have to distract him. We'll just wake him up
Yeah.
by attacking him.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
just
you'll
gonna,
get whoever attacks first will get advantage if there's no fairy fire.
Yeah. Fairy fire. Void goes in. I go in. We're going all in.
Well, everyone.
Well,
will
why
get
don't I
advantage.
swing first and he casts
Yeah.
fairy fire?
Okay. Yeah, that'll be the
That's,
order.
the signal is me attacking it.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right,
All right,
let's go
Void is
ahead
like
and roll
he's
it.
looking at Zuma, confirming if he's ready. Thumbs up, and then he looks at
Thumbs
Jubal.
up.
Get right in here.
Thwack.
All right, roll it. Roll with advantage. 16, I believe that hits. Yes, it does.
That's
What's
incredible.
your damage? All right, starting them off.
Bonk.
10 right there. All right, that's going to next in the operation, which is Brother Jubal.
Let's do a fairy fire.
And he does a wisdom or charisma or dexterity.
Dex
save.
Does it get disadvantage for being
Yes,
surprised?
I'm going to give him disadvantage on this one. All right, Fairy Fire has stuck.
Hell yeah.
And he is
he's
glowing
violet
blue.
light.
Ooh, I'm gonna go in for the kill.
All right, roll it.
Yeah,
Just
blue.
gonna one shot him.
I'm hopping in. I hit it. I got advantage. That's a 22 to hit. Hell yeah. Do the damage. That's 8 damage. And I'm gonna use the Nick property to attack him again. That's another
All
22 to hit.
All right. So
That's
how much
4 more damage. That's 12 total.
12 total. All right. As this salamander hisses and starts blowing off steam, and the fire on its back starts flickering up as it rolls and gets to its feet in front of you guys. Everybody, please roll initiative for me. All right.
I'd love to.
Salamander got a 21.
Oof.
15.
All right.
Oh,
Zuma.
Give me a second. I forgot I had to roll it in here.
You gotta nail it.
That's +3 +2, right? Wait, no. Plus normal. 24.
Yes.
All right. First up is going to be Zuma. Then it's going to be the salamander. Then it's going to be Jubal. Then it's going to be Void.
I'm gonna switch my turns with Void, so he goes
Alright.
first.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's-
is,
One of his abilities.
alert,
Cool.
right?
It's the alert feat from level
That's
1.
pretty sick.
All right. So Void, you're up first.
Swing it again, baby.
Roll it. You have advantage. All right.
Crit.
Let's crit. Give me what damage you got. Are you smiting?
Smite him.
Yeah, I'm gonna smite him with let's do thunderous smite. I'm gonna hit the damage, crit hit, and then goddamn
All right. So that's
thunderous.
20 damage on the crit. All right. So that's 20 damage with the hammer. That'll make it to 43.
29 total.
All right. Yeah. As you waylay into him, what does Thunderous Smite look like?
You also enter. You technically critted, so you roll the 2d6 on Thunder Smite again too. It counts as
Yeah.
the,
Smite too?
yeah, the smite double
Oh,
too.
okay.
That's why every
So I get
paladin
19.
holds, they literally hold their smites for crits.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have put a wallop on it in the first.
So
round.
when the thunderous smite happens, when he drops the attack and the hammer connects, it's like a earth shaking thunder, like a storm is above, and there's like a big like sea foam flash of lightning in the air, and then the crackle of the thunder.
Sick.
All right, the salamander spins up, gets on its kind of back on its front 4 legs. It is crouched in this giant skull that is like 6 feet tall, and just kind of has its first like upper body out of it. Gonna go ahead and push out the rest of the skull into the open here, and it is going to start attacking. The first person is going to attack is Zuma with this flame spear that it pulls off its back and starts swinging. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Come on, man. Why are you asking?
All right.
Wow.
You're going to go ahead and take 22 damage.
Holy shit! I got fire resistance, right?
Yeah.
Does that count for anything?
Yeah. So actually, I did really good rolls on the dice there. So you
Holy-
take 16 damage instead
16
of 22.
damage.
Yeah.
Heard. Holy shit!
Still hurts.
And then
It's
it
like
is
piercing and fire damage.
Aye, feathers are on fire.
going to swing at Void here. with a
That
19.
hits.
And then
Holy
that one
shit.
is going to be 22, so that would be taken 4. So that's 18 damage to you, Void.
Cripes.
And then end of turn, it is going to have its fire aura is going to hit Void and Zuma. So you guys are going to take 4 damage then. You guys are going to take 4 fire damage.
He was not
As-
happy with how hard I hit him.
And the salamander hisses, and that is the end of its turn. So next up is Jubal, Brother Jubal.
I'm gonna, I saw that the thunder smite, and I get a divine inspiration. I'm gonna throw a thunder wave on. He makes a 14 Constitution saving throw. I'll roll the
Alright.
damage now. He gets half damage if he.
14, is that a pass? Or...
Yeah, he passes.
All
Okay,
right.
so he only takes 3 damage, and he doesn't get pushed back.
So he's able to resist the pushback. He's a larger creature. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. So then that will go Zuma. You're up.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep attacking this thing.
All right, roll it.
Let's dual scimitars. I still have advantage, right?
Yes.
Still on fire. Okay. That's 18 to hit.
It's a hit.
That's 5 more damage.
All right.
That's a 10.
That does not hit.
While I stay engaged, I use my bonus action to command Mirage to fly by.
All right,
And
roll
do-
it.
Yeah, fly by. Beast strike. Advantage. Oh,
Does
fuck,
not
Mirage. He goes, screams and his backs off the flames.
It does not want to get burned.
Yeah. It's a good bird. That's it for me. I'm going to stay engaged with it.
All right. That is going
Yeah,
to
why
go
not?
then to the top of the order as Void.
Fuck, I should have marked it.
Before I'm gonna attack him again, but before I do, I'm gonna use dash, but not go very far. Just like dash right here, and then I get proficiency bonus to hit points. 10 hit
Are you
points.
trying to use your orcish ability?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Well, here's the thing: if you dash, then he gets an. If you run away just to run back, he gets an opportunity attack.
So I have to run far for it to be a dash, or can I just like use a dash and just stop?
You don't have. Okay, so I'm reading Adrenaline Rush now. When you take dash, you don't actually have to move. So what you would do is you would take.
That's what I'm
that-
saying.
Yeah,
I'm
you
using
would-
the dash, but I'm not using it. It's just so I get that adrenaline rush.
Gotcha. So you use dash, so that's your bonus action. That means you would get temporary hit. You would get 2 temporary
yeah.
hit points. Yeah, so it's just yeah. You get 2
I'm just
temporary
basically
hit points.
activating dash so I get the adrenaline rush for that
Gotcha.
extra health.
Gotcha. But you don't have to run back or anything. You can just
Yeah,
activate Adrenaline Rush. You get the 2 HP. And
I
that's your
figured it
bonus
wouldn't be a
action.
big deal. Like
Yeah.
I don't actually have to move. All right, and then I'm gonna wallop him.
All right, roll it with advantage.
She still got. Okay, yeah, he still got fairy fire. Okay.
Yeah, you still got Fairy Fire.
Right.
That does not hit.
Fuck. Motherfucker. Shit.
All right. That's going
Last
to
turn.
top of the order. It's going to be the Salamander here. He's going to do the same thing. Well, let's see if I can do that. All right. Let's do that. Andrew, you're going to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
All right, you passed. The salamander goes with its tail, which wraps around your body, and tail's engulfed with flames. And it tries to grip you and squeeze you, and you're able in your tough armor to just resist it and bash it out of there. And you don't take any damage, but it is going to go ahead, and frustrated with that, it is going to turn and swing at you with its flame spear. 25, does that hit you?
What do you think?
Guessing it does. You take 16 damage. Oh, you take 11 damage.
How are you doing?
1 HP.
For real?
Yep.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
I thought that was well, now it is the end of the turn, Andrew, so I think you're just gonna go down to the fire aura. There's no saving throw or anything like that, it's just chip damage to the fire aura.
Hell yeah.
All right, 4 damage to Zuma and Void.
Void's knocked down.
It's fire damage, so half. Dang it, right.
And that will
I'm
be the
unconscious, baby.
Salamander's turn. It is Brother Jubal's turn.
Right. I'm gonna see Void go down. I think I need to save his life. Run up to him as best. Can I get up to him?
Yeah,
within
you'd be able
touch
to reach
range?
him. I'd say you'd be able to reach him without being in range of the fire aura currently.
Yeah, just barely. And I'm going to do Cure Wounds on him.
All right. Roll me. Give me the numbers. Oh!
Oh my
Still
god.
way better than it used to be.
Fucking
What
A.
does this look like, Brother Jubal?
I see Void go down, and I've never been more afraid. Tears running down.
You're running
his
like
old-
a
his old
World
jowls.
War
Just-
One medic up the. You're going up the hill.
And I leap and dash for the last touch, and I touch his foot with my my wooden staff and heal him.
Void was just unconscious, and then like he feels it, and then like his eyes pop wide open, like adrenaline still pumping through him, and then he like looks at Brother Jabal, and for the first time ever, Void smiles at Jabal.
Beautiful stuff.
All right. Anything else for Brother Jubal? Any bonus actions, or is it Zuma's turn?
That's no, I don't have any other bonus actions. I don't believe. No.
All right, Zuma, you're up.
Hey, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark because I totally forgot to fucking do that.
All right.
And it's a lot of free damage I missed out on. I'm gonna mark
shit!
the.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's really stupid. It's my bonus action. I cast it on the thing. The salamander. Then I'm gonna attack it.
All right.
Scimitar twice. It's still fairy-fied, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a crit hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's
Crit strike,
damage.
baby.
Critical hit damage. It's where's my Hunter's Mark? I gotta do that twice.
13.
So that's 13 plus 3 plus 4. That's 20 damage. So I just
Slice and dice.
slice and dice. I whip around like a whirling dervish.
Making salamander sashimi over here.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
some hot volcano rolls.
All right. That is.
I
that is-
attack it again.
Describe your kill.
Fucking
Alright.
nice.
Yeah, I'm just like spinning around wildly, just kind of like running up its spinal area because it's kind of snake-like.
Legolas.
Yeah, and then I'm just ripping through it, just spinning around till it falls down, and then I jump off of it, and my feathers are kind of singed, and you see me. Then the fire just goes out, and a little smoke behind me.
Yeah.
It's like that Monster Hunter with the dual blades where you like
Yeah.
go up the spine.
Yeah, exactly like that. And then I stand, I stand up from my cool kneel pose, and I spin my scimitars around and put them back in their scabbards.
All right, the salamander is down. You can see the fire within it, poof, go out, and even just you feel the immediate temperature around you drop as this salamander is dead and gutted in his lair. In terms of taking a trophy back,
We
what
taking
is
the
it?
head, baby.
Taking the head.
Yeah,
Let's
of
take the
course.
head.
You got to take the head of.
It's
this
not like the
thing.
giant's hand. We could be proud of this one.
It looks
Yeah.
like this token where it has like a guy's face almost.
Yeah, it
Little
has a
beard.
vaguely man-like face.
Any
Uh,
this thing's
Essentially,
gotta have
in the D&D lore, they're like demonic, but we really don't have demons like that in this world, based on what everyone
enough.
told me. So, these guys I have associated essentially with Cardis.
That makes sense. We're killing agents of the gods. That's perfect for us.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have
this thing's
chopped-
got to get some. It's got to have some treasure hidden in this skull.
You're gonna go ahead and go through. Give me an investigation check there.
Yeah. Well, first I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna check with Void. Like, how you doing? As the burns,
Yeah.
I'm looking at his burn.
I mean, he feels much better after that giant pussy. He's just like, that was close. Thank you, Jabal.
Too close.
Hell yeah.
Just kind of dusting off. I go to.
He's gonna go hold the head of the salamander as Zuma starts sawing away at the head.
Yeah.
Just hold it
You
in
guys.
place.
Looks like these two got it. I'm gonna go look for treasure.
Yeah, it looks like there are some random trinkets that appear to be within the head, almost in like the brain cavity of this giant skull, which appears to be where the salamander sort of nested. Give me an investigation check. A lot of it seems like kind of trash. Like there's weird boards, weird pieces of metal. You can't really tell why it
That
picked
for a
these
second.
things.
Ah.
Okay, you're able to discern two important things out of this room. First is you recognize a very kind of strange garb. You give me a religion check real quick, Brother Jubal.
No.
You recognize an ancient leather vestment that is associated with moon worshippers, but you don't really know who made it or if it's the quenched or not. This
I'll
is
take this
the
to the
moon
Hellenes,
worker's
probably.
garb. I am going to go ahead and put this in your inventory, Brother Jubal. But if anybody else wants it, I
Gotta go
can
for me.
easily move it over.
We gotta play rock paper scissors.
Did it
Come
go
on,
in?
moon worshippers guard. As long as it's not.
Yeah, I don't want it.
As long as it's
That's
not
all
the
I-
wrong moon.
That's all you play, boy. You just saved me.
Yeah.
It can allow the wearer to cast clairvoyance once with no spell slots consumed, but only during the night, and the cast recharges every moonrise. It is also +1 leather armor.
Ooh. All right. Cool.
And then the second thing you're able to find is a commonplace bronze scimitar. That is a +1 scimitar.
When I see that, I gasp. I'm like,
Looks like Zuma earned that kill.
You know,
That'd
I
be
did.
nice.
yeah. I take the scimitar only to kind of on one knee hand it to Zuma.
He's so dramatic.
Why are you on your knee like that? Just
Warrior
Oh,
of the moon. I believe
Oh,
this is yours.
well, cool. It's made of bronze. Where'd you get that at?
His mom's gonna be like, "Where did you get that?"
Bronze is the most sacred of the metals to us quenched.
Hell
You
yeah.
deserve this for your service.
I will take it proudly. Thank you very much.
You saved our lives.
Go, yeah. I mean, it was a team effort. I mean, I saw when I saw Void do that big old thunder thing. I was like, I got to do something cool too.
Of course.
All right, you guys have
No,
taken the
what-
head. You guys have cleared on that. It is around 7:30. The sun is setting. I'm going to go ahead and jump us to the world map here. You guys are up here in the north. Are you guys heading back down to the Bull Kings?
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna see if our good friend is back.
Tolarak made it in. Let's go
Tolarak.
ahead.
We go display that head, and there's in the city like Onyxia's head in Orgrimmar.
I will never remember a name for more than 30 minutes. I'm sorry. It's a sickness. I have.
Well, there's too many damn names, so I'm not
This
blaming
is a lot.
anybody for shit in this. It's a lot of NPCs. It's a lot to keep track of for me, so I can't imagine how you guys are doing it. Let's go ahead and watch as you guys are able to get back into town. And essentially, at the same time you guys are coming into town, where's his ass? We got Tolarak coming in with
Yes,
his
sir.
right. He's got his boy with him. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong right hand. Oh, that was the same guy he was with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wait, was it Borode last time? Who cares?
That token looks all right.
And Tolarak is, as you guys are coming in through the city, you see Tolarak and Somlur. They are currently talking to think best at the gates of the town. As you guys kind of are able to make it back with the salamander's head. As you guys come back with that salamander's head, all of the common people, the regular people, the humble people of the Bowl Kings are incredibly thankful. Thank you so much. They killed the salamander. They're going, what's your name?
The traveling friends.
The Jolly Good Fellows.
Hey, jolly good fellows.
The jolly good
We gotta get the
fellows.
Brandon right.
The jolly good fellows, it killed the salamander. And you start getting your own little Tiger Woods march line with you. And it's almost like I compare this to like when a college football team wins a big game and they go and they cut down the goalposts. They're dragging the salamander. The salamander's on the edge of the lake bowl there. They put it up. They put it on a big spike. Everybody's dancing around it. Drinks start getting headed
Like
out.
peanuts.
Yeah. As this is happening, you guys can see in the distance the only albino orc any of you have ever seen. He's very easy to spot. Walking in through the front entrance of the bowl, appearing in travel attire. Looking quite exhausted. They are going to start beelining towards you guys here. And we see Tolarak kind of coming up. Whoa, you guys been busy since you sent the message here? What? Get me caught up to date. What's up? What's going on?
We killed a salamander.
All right, should I talk to Throfar? What should I do first? I'm just here to kind of help you guys out. What's the thoughts on these Bull Kings? Are these all right, guys?
Yeah.
Debatable.
I mean, really, how do you think do you think I should play this? Are we setting up trade agreements? Are we setting up militaries?
Yeah. Maybe keep them on a long leash military wise, but I think we need to start establishing some sort of alliance between the two of us.
Well, right now we're kind of helping out with the Wick Wings with a lot of resources. It looks like this place needs to be rebuilt too, but I don't know if I can pay for. I don't know if we got the resources to help out these guys and the Wick Wings. What do they?
I mean, that's
What do they need here? Food? What would it be best for us to provide to the bowl?
Structure. Like
I think
leadership.
they need political support, I think, more than anything. I think we need to get I'm gonna ask them Throfar if their druid can go to the Hellenes for at least a year to get some formal training. And,
all right.
I think
So let's get him in with the first men. Let's get him to Hellenes. Let's play ball, and maybe we can. Once we
done a
kind of
lot
get him
for
in the
them.
fold here,
We've
can
done a
get
lot
these
for
guys
them.
to be a little less violent.
we've done a lot for them. It's time for them to start kind of showing something before. If we give them too much now, they're just gonna.
We've
think
given them
we're-
so much, they've given us nothing. They treat us very poorly.
Exactly.
I like your line.
They're
of
gonna
thought.
think we're suckers.
We
they're
sound
gonna
a
think we're
little bit like
suckers.
them now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but
All right. Well, let's
I've
go
been out
meet
here
this
for
guy.
a while. I'm starting to rub off on me. Yeah.
Tolarak is going to go head into the Bull Throne. He's going to meet with Throfar. Do you guys want to be here with that? Do you guys want to, kind of see how they set this up? Or are you guys more interested in getting on the way? Because in my, just kind of metagaming here, in my thought, based on what we plan here, Tolarak will probably be here like 2-3 days, just chumming it up with them, establishing context.
It's just a relation.
And then he'll probably try to leave with the druid. Then he'll probably try to leave back to the Quench with the druid.
Yeah, I think we want to go back to the Quench to kind of talk about what we found.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna tell them that we have something very important we found, and we need to bring this to the council.
I think we stay here with him, and then we all leave in like a convoy.
Yeah.
A couple days.
Maybe play
That's
some
the coach.
shows.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we could play a show while they're just partying and up.
Yeah, you guys don't really have anything urgent. Again, a lot of the quest log, I updated all of the relevant information in the quest log too. If you guys haven't been looking at that, but
Oh, cool.
everything
We have
should be
we have
up
a
to date
3-day. We're gonna have a 3-day residency in the bowl where we're just playing shows like we're the
So-
Grateful Dead.
So let's do this day by day. Let's just do this day by day real quick. The night ends, Tolarak's going. You guys have been fighting. You guys heal up. In the morning, it's a fresh start. You guys really haven't had a day of free time in the last 3 weeks. You're going to be here for the next 2 days. Let's. Who wants to go first? Does anybody? What are you guys looking for on a day by day basis?
I think the first day is going to be reveling. It sounded like we were interested in reveling with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Going down to the Champions
Yeah, do we want
Club.
to play a set? Do we want to roll a set
We'll do a set.
Yeah.
with Zuma? Because the last one we did for the Druid he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. We get everybody there. Tolarak's there. Tolarak's been really telling everybody about this music thing. These guys, they make this it's a whole new thing. Who heard of that? Who heard of like a new thing? Muzak. It's great. I heard it once. It's great. They're going to play more of it. And so, through the kind of, you guys got the biggest crowd. By the end of the first night, you guys are kind of doing this impromptu show, and you have the biggest crowd of about 120 people you've ever had. Of people outside of the Champions Club. You guys are in the
pressure.
You guys are they told you to go play in the fighting pit. You guys are playing up to people in a pit 4 feet above you.
They have like snarling animals caged up near us.
Yeah. And they have it set up for you guys to play. Everybody's been hearing about this. Tolarak's been telling Tolarak goes to the poorest part of the city, and he makes friends with everybody, and is patting everybody on the back. He's kissing babies, and he brought everybody back to the Champion Club going, this is what the Quenched culture is really about here. This is what culture is really about. More so than war and politics. You got to start developing stuff like this. And would you guys like to play?
Yeah.
All right, everybody roll me a performance check to see how you guys play at the Champion Club. Esimo is looking proudly. Tolarak's looking proudly. Throfar is here. Even Throfar is here.
Time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Time to
I believe
shine.
you guys have some inspiration stuff, don't you?
Yes,
think
I do.
Not me.
Floyd has one. I gave myself one. I'm going to use that now. Oh, perfect.
All right, a little bit better. All right, pretty good. Void, you're up.
Use your inspiration.
Are you going to use your inspiration? Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, Zuma's hitting.
Yeah, we need
The
a
music
we need
starts.
A solo. We improvise for like 2 minutes. It's not hitting, and we just throw it to Zuma for a solo. So
I need the stream to listen to it. When he goes crazy on it.
All right, if we're doing the average roll there, then it is a lukewarm performance. But I'm going to do I'm going to do an insight check to see if they can understand what you were going for. And that was a crit 20 on these people that really go, okay, there's a lot of potential here.
Oh, they get it.
they
Yeah.
get the vibe.
They
Yeah,
get
that's
the
all
vibe
that really
of it.
counts.
Maybe the
Okay.
Bulkings ain't so bad.
They're clapping kind of like you would clap for a niece or a nephew that's untalented.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, dude, you're the man. You guys are great.
As long as
Ooh.
they understand the spirit of music, that's
Yeah.
all I care about.
Yeah.
When we finish our set, I'm just going to yell out, for democracy.
Yeah. Oh, the crowd loves that. Yeah, democracy. Yeah.
Really got to
Jamal
stick
turning
with it.
green.
Yeah, Jabal's like eyes go wide. he now realizes the danger of music.
Yeah. As your eyes go wild in the free democracy, you hear a soldier in the front row go, "We got another election next year."
This is the he's now realized the fear, the weaponization of music. It's the first time he's realized it could be used for something less than positive.
Propaganda.
All right, but that's kind of the first day. The show goes well. Is there anything else you guys want to do that day? And if not, the second day is Tolarak is in meetings with Throfar all day. You're just kind of like enjoying the town. What do you guys want to do on the second day?
The second day I'm going to be kind of working with, what was her name again? The druid lady.
Water Seeker, think good.
Getting Water Seeker Think Good prepared for the Hellenes, kind of giving her kind of cheat sheets, things she's going to need to know, kind of the lay of the land, kind of like a 101 crash course on like where the best like moon spots are, where the best snacks are, that kind of thing.
Yeah, she's like, to be quite honest, most of the stuff they have us focusing on is water, and really, our religion doesn't even cover the moon.
There's so much more. And honestly, most religions that cover the moon cover the wrong moons. So you're going to be learning about the right moon for the first time in your life. Probably.
The right moon. Oh, okay,
yeah. It's not the moons you see there. It's there though. You can feel it.
So it's not.
I know exactly.
The real moon is
right
not
now,
one of the real moon. There's two moons that are for the fake moon.
Those are fake moons. Yeah.
Okay.
The real moon right now it's waning crescent, and I point to the sky. There's no moon there. That's waning crescent.
Oh, that's where it would be.
Yeah, that's right there, right where it would be.
Oh well.
Honestly, 1 year probably not going to be enough. We'll talk with Throfar when it comes to like extending your.
Well, how long were you
tenure.
Educated at Hellenes?
300 years.
But
so we're probably going to have to extend kind of your training and service at some point. We'll start looking at extensions and stuff. But at the time being, I think a year crash course is going to be great for you. And then when it comes time, then we'll start talking about like adding. So you're gonna do great.
I'm 26 years old.
Yeah,
you're 300 years old.
320, but yeah.
Huh. Okay. I always thought the Quenched were lying. I always just thought you guys were lying.
You're gonna do great.
Is that true?
I'm sorry.
That's true. The old thing is true. They always said that the Quenched were just lying.
The
first men were lying.
The current generation. The current generation, I think, only gets to about like 100, 120 if they're lucky and they eat really good. But yeah, if you were born at the right time, at the right moment, you can really hit those numbers.
Oh wow! I'm just excited to learn. I guess. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's kind of what the gods took from you, your mortality, your immortality. So you can blame them for that.
I'm very excited. Maybe I'm not going to tell all of this to Throfar. Maybe I'll keep some of this.
No, you're woke now. You gotta really keep some of this under your hat. It really freaks out people if you talk too much about how Mirtu stole your mortality from you.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that at all, and I'm a little scared. But I'm eager, and I'm very teachable, so I'm excited to get started at Hellenes.
Sure. Yeah, well, you're gonna fucking do great there. I can already tell.
All right, Zoomer, Void, anything you guys want to do on this last day?
I want to sneak on board the boat.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So the boat is only allowed to be sailed by President now Throfar. You haven't really seen anybody make their way out to the boat. The boat is sort of just drifting in the middle of the ocean. So you'd have to swim out there to get to there.
Yeah, it's fine. I assume the president's busy with his meetings all day, and nobody's really going to notice me.
Are you doing it in the middle of the day, middle of the night? What time you want to do it?
You probably could have gotten on it just by asking, but he wants to sneak.
Yeah, I want to do it at night.
All right, roll me a
Maybe-
stealth
maybe
check
a-
with advantage as you start making your way towards the water.
Stealth advantage. 27.
All right, yeah. You're sneaking through in the middle of the night. At this point, nobody even really wants to know what's going on in the middle of the night. Everybody is shutting and locking their doors after dark, not sure of if there's political gangs roving the streets or people getting revenge killings or what. They really don't know what Throfar is how he's gonna assert power. So it's pretty abandoned at night. You see a lot of drunken soldiers, people like that. You can see that there are some postings in these guard towers, but you don't really see people at them. You're able to swim through the water. How do you want to get on the boat?
Oh, is there like any kind of like ropes or ladders?
There
Or do I have to
appears
climb it?
there'll be a rope on the side of the boat that you would be able to climb up onto the boat from.
Yeah, I'll swim up to the rope and I'll just kind of poke my head out of the water and look around, and then just if I can climb it.
All right. Give me a stealth check as you climb onto the boat.
Still check 20.
All right. You can see that there are some people on the shore. You're able to kind of stay low because at this level, your silhouette would be cast. Even if they wouldn't see you, people would be able to see that there's somebody on the boat. So you're able to stay low and kind of hunch and go through that. And at the front of the deck, the top of the deck is like immaculate. There is a gold-plated like ship wheel. It is finely carved woods, very high thread count sails. This thing is designed as like a show of wealth rather than any for fundamental practical purpose. There is a set of stairs leading to a below deck.
Yeah, I'll go below deck.
All right.
I want to see what's if there's anything nefarious on this boat.
All right. Here. Where did I put that? All right. You push through to the second area here. There appears to be one desk with some writing implements, some tablets, and you see a small, I would say, silver-looking statue that depicts a stag on the desk. Then there is another door behind it.
I'm gonna look through the tablets really quick, see if I can make out anything, the general summary about what they're about.
All right. You speak Prongan, so you're able to see this. These appear to be the notes from President Jumpai. This is Jumpai's communications and deliberations on what to do. When you're reading through Jumpai's notes, it's very, very clear. He thought that if his plan was that if he got 20% from the Wick Wings, it would cause all of the rebels to join back in with the fold after he does a really impressive maneuver. So you can see he was writing about all he has to do. The only way he can win this war is by proving to them that he's a great president, and he wanted to do that by essentially taking territory from the Wick Wings.
Well, he was a fucking idiot. Good thing we disposed of him. All right,
And then
cool.
there is a locked door behind it.
Fuck. I'm not good with locks. I don't think I can open that door. If I can't get the door open, I'm just going to steal the small statue.
Give me a sleight of
Take a-
hand check with Do you have any lock picking tools? Are you
No,
proficient in that? Then give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage.
I'm
As
really
you see if
bad.
you can finagle the lock open.
I'm
And
awful
no,
at this.
unfortunately, you're not able to finagle the lock open.
Or-
Elliot, that is a magical object. You can tell that it's a magical object. I don't have it's one of the figurines of power.
Cool.
But
I'm gonna take the
I
little
can't
stag statue with me.
I can't find it, so I'm just gonna write that down and then I'll add it to you once we get going.
Yeah, once we figure it out. Sounds good. And I'll try to sneak off this boat.
All right, you would be able to do it. Splash back into the water. Nobody's any the wiser.
That's it for me.
Void, do you want to do anything with your last day?
Void seeks out some of the fighters in the city, looking for like sparring partners, like maybe like a gym of sorts or a training area,
The
and he's just going to
biggest
train with Bull Kings.
biggest area here is going to be Fort Winmore, which a lot of Fort Winmore has a lot of the most veteran soldiers have been killed. You can see that just even at Fort Winmore, they got maybe 12. You walk over and you see that they got like 15 and 16 and 17-year-olds that are getting thrown into the ranks now. It's a lot of young kids. It doesn't look like there's really anybody up to your quality level that is sparring right now.
Well, Void will just he'll spar with them and go easy on them, but teach them how to fight basically.
What would be a good role for that? Go ahead and give me an athletics check, Void. You assisted these young soldiers. Yeah. You're able to show up, and a lot of these guys, there isn't a lot of clear leadership. There isn't a lot of clear instruction. You're going with these young guys, and you're going, okay, you want to bring your sword arms too wide. You need to tighten it in here. All right, here's a trick. You can double cinch your chainmail here, and that way you can keep a dagger. You're just giving them all these tips of the trade and kind of helping out in one-on-one battle tips with these guys. And they appear to really appreciate it. It appears to have ingratiated
Void
yourself
is
with
also,
Volkings.
during all this training, if they respect him, he's salting them to consider being paladins.
How are you approaching them that way?
So I'm not using any of my magic or anything, but it's probably clear that I'm not like a normal. They probably know I'm a paladin, right?
Yeah.
He basically explains to them if they want to become good fighters and like true warriors, they need a discipline and a cause. And the best form is to take an oath, whatever that might be.
If we wanted to learn the ways of a paladin, could we train with the Quenched?
It's possible.
Thank you, Void. It's been an honor, your instruction.
And then when Void leaves, he's just going to go up, climb up, like maybe scale up one of the foothills of the bowl and kind of just meditate up there.
All right. Sounds good. So that'll wrap up the deliberations with the Bull Kings. You guys go to sleep. In the morning, Tolarak is setting up for the convoy. He is bringing Tolarak. So it is 6 people, I believe, that is heading out. You guys are going with Somlur, Tolarak, and Waterseeker Thinkgood as you guys are heading back to the Quenched. Is that your next destination? Let's go to the world map here.
Not a fan of the age gap between Seeker and Jabal.
I'm not. What?
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Teacher student.
Do you
Teacher
see you over there?
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't
exactly.
heard that one before.
Fuck is wrong with you people?
All right. We are heading out of the Bull Kings camp here. We got a little bit of a convoy. I'm going to roll for weather. And it, hot one. I rolled a 2, so it's not quite critical heat, but it's the hottest day you guys have experienced since we've started this campaign. It is high 90s. It is going to be difficult traveling during the hottest parts of the
God
day.
damn,
here.
I'm sick of this desert.
Yeah, it sucks.
And what is your guys' plan here? Where are we looking to go? Are you guys heading down this way? Going down this way? What's the path?
As the crow flies, I bet if best we can.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
Make a hook a right and then try to make it through these valleys, kind of
Yeah.
towards Hellenes.
Gotcha. All right,
We want
you
to
guys
stop by the Hellenes to drop her off too.
descend down into the valley here. And the lower you get, the hotter it gets a little bit too. And as you guys are kind of going down here, going out of the nicer high altitude upper mesas into the lower mesas, you can definitely feel just the heat sitting like a log in the bottom of this cabin. As you guys walk along here, 1 second. All right, as you guys are walking down, you would recognize this individual right here. Brother Jubal, as a fellow first men of yours, this is Ocelli the Abandoned. I don't think you guys... Have you guys met Ocelli yet?
No.
I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't
Ocelli
think
is
so.
an Eska druid. He is an Eska druid. He is an Eska that had his front lantern cut off when he was a baby.
Oh.
As you guys come down and look down in the valley, you see Ocelli the Abandoned is tossing 2 moss pig corpses into a wagon. He is loading up 2 moss pig corpses onto a wagon, and he does not appear to see you guys coming. What do you guys want to do?
What did Jubal know? He's a druid.
Jubal recognizes. Jubal would know that this guy's been around Hellenace for like
All right.
300 years. He's
Yeah,
pretty easy to spot too, because he's like the only Eska like this.
Yeah. Well, do I remember kind of his personality in some way? Like,
Kinda
is he
sucks.
cantankerous?
Kind of
Yeah, I
sucks.
think
A lot of the fish guys are rude. You know.
I think Jubal is not. He has some prejudices against Eska that he's kind of working through, but he hasn't gotten over yet. So he's gonna be like, let's just let him pass. Let's. I don't want to fuck with that guy, honestly.
He loads up his moss pigs, and he starts.
Has he
heading-
noticed us?
I'm gonna have him do a perception real quick. No, he did not notice you guys.
I just sigh of relief as he kind of goes past us.
He's gonna go
Or how
ahead
bad he smells.
and dip out. I want you guys.
Awful. Honestly, awful.
Yeah, he stinks. I want you guys to make me a perception check as you guys make it into the lower valley.
Guys who stink are so cool.
It's a
Hell
power
yeah.
play to stink. Okay, Zuma, you see this for fucking sure. You're able to make it out in the distance void, but you're not really sure what it is. Zuma, give me a nature check.
Oh shit. It's not a skill I took.
Hell is that?
The fuck is that?
It's a flaming horse.
Oh.
You see a,
Oh look,
fla-
it's a look at that flaming horse over there.
you see a flaming horse just hauling ass through the desert and turn the corner here.
Brother Jabal, do you know anything about flaming horses?
You can give me a nature
Great
check, Brother Jabal?
question. If I know anything about flaming horses, let's find out.
It's
No,
a
you-
black
apparently we
bull.
do.
Oh my god. You talking to me about flaming horses? I wrote the book.
The nightmare horses is what they are known as, and they have a unique ability to plane shift. These creatures are known to transport people to the dream world, to Celadon Hospice, to the Feywild. These horses seem to be able to run through the barriers separating stuff like that very easily.
Caldwell's realm, the bathhouse.
Yep.
It
doesn't
So,
take
like-
you anywhere. It just they randomly take that. They're known to randomly change people's dimensions.
Unless you have a destination in mind on another plane of existence, I don't see any reason we should get involved with it.
Right. Encounter it again, try to tame it till I can go to cool places. Got it.
I don't think you're taming it. I'm gonna be quite frank. I'm looking at it. I don't think at your current level of skill, I don't think you're taming it.
It's always worth a shot.
No, sometimes it isn't. Honestly, sometimes it really isn't worth a shot.
All right. Yeah, we got places to be anyways. We just keep trudging on.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Avoid that horse.
All right. Avoid that horse. You guys keep moving on through this way. We're going to do 2 things here. I want everybody to make me a perception check once again, and then you see what appears to be
Boo.
2 carp on the path.
Void. You Void sleeping?
Brother Jabal,
sleep at the
Brother
wheel.
Jubal, you're able to notice. You see these two friendly carp-looking men leading a small wagon with a horse, and it appears they're headed towards the Bull Kings. They warmly regard you and wave to you as you see them. But you look over their shoulder as they are waving, and you see a small wyvern has flown to the top of Navigator's Pillar here
Oh no.
and has rested, has landed on top of this pillar here. You see this wyvern, but you're the only one who saw that. But you see these two what appear to be traders in front of you, smiling and waving as they approach.
I will I'm gonna gesticulate wildly to the wyvern behind them to hopefully alert them.
All right. Let's see if he can do a wisdom check for me to see if he can turn around and see it. He turns around and doesn't really see anything, but he sees you gesturing wildly, and they kind of pick up the pace to go towards you. They're looking, they're approaching you friendly, going, "Oh, excuse me, do you have a minute of your time, please?"
Probably not. Looking at this thing here, have you noticed this behind you?
Oh, sure. We have enough numbers now that it won't bother us. If we were down here by ourselves, it might scoop us up, but we're glad we saw you. Ha ha! Might have saved us out here. Maybe we could get to somewhere out of the Werven's purview, and I maybe have some inventory. Me and my son. Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Magellan. This is Upper Magellan. We have some gear that we would like to sell you at this time. You know, looking for merchants as yourself. Please come this way. Please come. And they are touching you like a middle-aged woman touches a young man when she's been drinking wine. The carp salesmen they're putting their fins on your back. They are touching your lower back. They are pushing you forward. They are trying to get you. We have plenty of great things to show you at this time. We haven't seen a lot of customers in the desert lately. It's been quite rough, but if you'd be interested, we have some gear.
Void is literally just asleep, like in a wagon. Ignore.
Fine. Sweet
Hey.
God. Fine.
Check
Pull
it
out my
out.
pocket. Just browbeaten by a salesman.
Fucking salesman.
I have some very rare things here. This was found very recently. This was a product we acquired up in the Crystal Walk here. Very rare. And he is going to pull out bronze chainmail. As you can see, this is made of a rare metal that we don't know what it's called. What was it called, Upper Magellan?
It's called bronze, you idiot.
It's bronzy. This is bronzy chain here. The bronzy, you can see it's a lot more, effective than the pig iron here.
Where did you find
that? This was up in the Crystal Walk. We purchased this from a moss pig camp up in the Crystal Walk.
Yeah.
Where was
They
that
usually
moss
don't
pig
like
from?
outsiders, but we were able to meet with a with a more intelligent moss pig than the usual rabble.
It
Where
happens
was
from
this
time to
moss pig
time.
camp?
Oh, it's up
You
in the
pointed
Crystal
on a
Walk.
map.
It's under they call it the mundane stone or something like that. What was his name, Magellan? Elbow Master. Yes, his name was Elbow Master. He said he found some old ruins or something like that. But, the thing about moss pigs is they can't really tell the difference between 5 gold and 20 gold. They're just so excited for the gold. I only paid 5 gold for this, I have to say. I know it's a bad business move, but I was very excited by the deal.
So we'll pay 10 gold for it.
Oh, I couldn't let it go for anything less than 25 gold. Nothing like this, not 25 gold.
So you just told us how much you paid for it. You're not taking that much.
It was a
profit.
bad
That's
business
absurd.
move. Listen, I made a mistake telling you how much I
It was
paid
an awful
for it.
mistake.
I'll knock off some of it. Maybe you can meet me in the middle. Let's do 18
15.
gold. 18 gold.
18's fine.
You know what? They always said, you guys, where are you guys from? Are you guys Bull Kings?
Yeah.
I hate the Bull Kings. I was saying that I wanted to make sure I could talk bad about them. I wanted to talk bad about them too. Screw them. The Bull Kings are very mean. They're rude. They're mean.
Spent too long amongst the Bull Kings to be regarded as such, and the very thought I could be mistaken as one is disgusting. Please hand over the bronze item.
Yeah, the chainmail.
Throw
give it
that.
to us.
I'm just going to throw this into voids unless you guys want me to move it. I think he's the only one.
No, that was exactly who I wanted to have it. I will. I'll subtract the.
Oh, he has got more things. Hold on. Let me tell you. I'm just going to tell you what else he's got.
Oh, you got more things.
Yeah, he's got more things. Void, your AC is now 17.
Woot.
All right, what else do we got here? This is pretty rare. This is very rare. I'm going to tell you what. You're going to ask me for a deal on this. I'm going to tell you straight up, no, it's either this or going. I got a potion of flying. You want to fly? You ever flown before? I've never flown. I don't want to waste it. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I got a potion of flying. 100 gold. I don't know why I'm even selling it. I don't even know. What if I'm getting attacked by an owlbear? It could save my life. It could save your life. I don't even know why I'm selling it. My dad says we have to sell it. Upper Magellan, he's a good guy. He says we got to sell it. I'd love to taste it, but it would be a waste. But you can have it for 100 gold.
What else you got? Yeah. Let me know.
All right. These you can kind of bust out every once in a while here. Things get a little dicey here. I got 5 of these. I'm willing to let them go at 5 gold apiece. I got a dust of disappearance here. Dust of disappearance. It'll make you guys invisible. You throw it down, boom, you're invisible.
Does that sound interesting to you, Zuma?
Lasts a couple minutes. It doesn't last as long as the normal invisible stuff, but it will get you out of a place in a pinch.
Yeah, I'm already pretty good at not being seen.
I'll buy 2.
All right,
Don't let him bamboozle you like that.
Yes, I will.
How much are they?
5 gold each.
Damn, give me a couple of those.
All right. You want 2 of them too, Void?
Yep.
Make sure you guys take it out of your own money because I'm not keeping track of your money.
Oh no! Now I only have 990 gold.
All right, got the bronze chain, the bronze scimitar, dust of disappearance, the moonwalker's garb is all of the stuff you guys have been able to gather today. But yeah, they have the dust of disappearance, the potion of flying, but that's all they got for now.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for your guys' service. Is there anything else we can do for you? And trust us, we'll be on the path. We're salesmen. You'll see us all over the Pronger Valley. If you got anything good for us, let us know, all right?
Of course.
Yep.
All right, you guys heading back to Hellenace then?
Yeah. Probably keep an eye out for that wyvern.
Yeah, how do you guys want to play that? Looks like a small wyvern. It is perched up on top of that pillar. So it's way up there.
I'll do another pass without trace on the crew. I think
right.
That makes sense. Just to be extra careful.
And you would be able to do that, no problem, as you guys spend the rest of your day going through the hot. I want everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw as you guys make your way to Hellenace, seeing how well you deal with the exhaustion of the day.
Saving throw, go. Fuck.
Not doing too hot for Zuma.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Void's in good shape. Everybody else is going to be exhausted. You guys have spent
Void's been
a lot
conserving calories by sleeping at the wheel.
You guys, Void's still feeling good, but the rest of you guys have been trudging through the heat, through the dry heat, dust blowing, wind blowing. By the time you get to the semi-greenery Hellenace, you guys are just wiped out.
During this time, Void takes turns picking up each member and carrying them for a little bit on his shoulders. He just picked up Jubal and put him on his shoulders, and After a while, zoom up on her shoulders.
All right, let's get everybody in as you guys are coming from this way here. Let's get the whole gang here. Really, she's the only one that matters. Tolarak's here, but I'm not going to have a thing for him. We don't have to worry about Tolarak right now. All right, you guys make it to Helene's. You can see that the boy is out front just chopping wood, incredibly pissed off. Never going to learn any magic around here or anything like that. As you guys approach, Helene's is magnificent, the big, beautiful temple. You see Water Seeker, think good, has never really been anywhere with this much greenery. The Bull Kings never really have trees, it's a lot of sparse vegetation. As you get to this little glen here, it's almost idyllic to her. She seems incredibly excited and ready to head in. She goes, Brother Jubal, before I know you're very busy, and if I'm supposed to be here, and I'm sure you have stuff to do, but in terms of my studies, in terms of what I can bring back to the Bull Kings, what should I focus on?
What you should focus on while you're here?
Yeah, is it all about the moon? Is it all about building up the Bull Kings? Should I be trying to figure out what to do with our government? I mean, I know I can learn a lot here, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it once I'm done.
I think what you should focus on first and foremost is your own self-improvement. Learn what you can from the first men, and then you take those teachings back to the Bull Kings. And with enough time and patience, you can bring these teachings to your people to lead them away from the horrors that democracy has wrought on their brains. Once you're kind of here, you meditate and understand the moon and the purposes of it, and you reject the lies of the false moons that plague our skies, you're going to know all you need. I'm going to introduce you to Toadless. She's going to bring you under the tutelage of the Druids, of the first men.
Perfect. You guys drop her off.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's really what she's going to be focusing on while she's here, is building up the knowledge base that she can bring back to the Bull Kings to have a less violent and chaotic type of society.
I've set up several like splinter agents throughout the Bull Kings that I'm hoping one of them at least maybe one day will bear some fruit and disrupt their society.
Jubal's making the Druids like the CIA.
They just need to accept aid. They just need our aid.
All right. And anything else you want to do in Helene's here, or just dropping her off and moving on back to the Quench?
Jubal dropped her off on the Helene's basketball court.
I wanted to have Toadless look at that the moon leather cloak that I found.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to see if she recognizes it or could help me identify what culture. Because if it's like a Cardis cultist moon cloak, I don't want to be wearing that.
She goes over it. You show her the moon garb. She is currently in the top section of the pyramid that has this large, massive ceiling that she kind of moved in and made her own office. It takes like an hour of walking upstairs to get there because of how tall this building is. So big, and like 3 people live here now. And you're trudging your way up to the top. You're able to see it in her big chamber there. And you
I have to do the whole climb like on all fours too, just to
like
do
a little kid getting tired at school. And you plop the Moonwalker's garb in front of you, and she recognizes it. She goes, "Oh, this was
Mistress Toadless.
This brought you something interesting here for me, Brother Jubal. These are some.
Do you recognize this?
Oh yes, these might be something that even First the Third wore when he was a kid. These were they called them the
that's such good news.
These were the Hillel vestments.
The Hillel vestments.
If these exist, this was constructed while the moon was still in the sky.
That's wonderful news.
It's amazing
wear
that
these
this
now
thing
with
hasn't
honor.
disintegrated. The quality of it is still very high
I
quality.
think it was kept as a trophy by a vile beast of Cardus. I will then kind of pretty. I'll put them on with pride now, knowing their origins. And where's that Dr. Burpo? Where's that guy?
Oh, he's currently underwater. We're doing some investigations right now to get past to the bottom. I don't want to bore you with the details. We have our whole different kind of path of leadership. Let me ask you a question real quick. Have you found any entrances to the underground?
I believe yes.
Anything that goes deep under the earth?
Yes, we have.
That's currently what I've been trying to do. That. Where have you seen that at?
I'm going to tell her without hesitation exactly where I found it.
Oops, not that one. That must be.
I trust Toadless implicitly.
Okay. Yeah, that's well one. That's well one. There's
Yes, we
5
found
wells. There's 5 wells that go underground here. If that's where the first well is, maybe I can send Dr. Harpo down there and we can see what's in the bottom. I'm just
I think
thinking
you
out
should
loud.
Definitely dump Dr. Harpo in there and see what he can find. I think that would be perfect for all of us.
I know it leads really deep underground. I don't know how far they go, but everything I have on my notes here says they go pretty damn far underground. So, I'm pretty curious about what's down there, really. That's what I'm kind of dealing with right now.
I'm certain he'll find out for us.
Make sure you show those vestments to First the Third. It might make him feel like a kid again.
I'll wear them to him.
He'll get a kick out of it.
All right. Yeah, I'll put them on with pride. What do they look like, did you say?
They are like strips of leather built into with sandals into a skirt with armbands that have blue feathers coming off the top of them.
Good stuff.
Aquamarine necklace built into armor. That style of moonwalker, All right, you guys heading back down to the Quenched. You guys will be taking it in about when the sun sets after a full day of traveling.
Yeah, we'll head back.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we'll do the last stretch of it here as you guys head out from Hellenes and arrive at the Quenched. And I think that's where we will call it for today as you guys come into the village of your home birth. It's been a couple weeks. I think it's been about a week or two since you guys were last here and last saw everybody. Where's the goddamn Quenched?
Home sweet home.
There we go.
Oki turned into his cat form.
Cat Oki.
As you guys pull back in with Tolarak, you see that it is a hot, hot morning on the Maitreya River, that these waterways are swelling with mist. And as the sun sets, it looks very, very pretty as you guys are
I'm going for a
once
swim.
again.
Home sweet home.
And we will call it there as you guys are back at the Quenched, back on the world map, and we will jump back in next time to see where you guys want to go from there.
I can't wait to see my mom.
I imagine the first thing in terms of stuff is going to be First the Third kind of talking to you guys and you guys meeting with the tribunal, but then we'll figure out what you guys want to do past that next week. But yeah, that'll be this session for the week. Thank you guys for playing. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thanks for having us.
Anything you guys want to say before I cut the stream?
No, thank you everybody for watching.
I got E1 live on Wednesday night.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah.
Live with Felix on Wednesday. We'll be there
at 8 Eastern, I think.
8 Eastern.
Yep. All right.
Watch it.
See you guys. I'll upload this
I'll
to
be at work
YouTube soon, and then we'll figure it out from there. See you guys next week. Bye.
YouTube.
Bye.